Morning, everybody. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join Whitney and I for this webinar about American Equity. If you guys aren't familiar with American Equity's products, they are killing it right now for guaranteed income, and they've got some really unique strategies that they'd like to share with you today. But before we get started with these great opportunities with American Equity, I wanted to highlight some of why people are choosing to work with us here at IAMS. We'll have a quick few polls during the webinar, about 30 seconds each. Please, 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 please participate in those. Those are a wealth of information for us and how to better assist our advisors. And we'll make sure we follow up with those. But I want to start with highlighting our best-in-class customer service. Everybody tells you that. But we here at IAMS, we really do embrace the idea of world-class customer service. When you call in here, those of you that are already aligned with us, you know that you're always going to get a live person when you ring us. We will always get you to the person that you're needing to talk with, and we don't even have voicemail here. So when you call in, you'll get somebody who's eager to help you. 800-255-5055, and we always strive to answer that phone within a couple of rings. Let's talk a little bit about our new producer builders program. For those of you that are newer with IAMS, during your first 6 months with us, there are different levels you can reach that allow you to tap into some excellent services. If you show us that you're somebody that can close business, we want to reinvest in your practice and help you hit the ground running in a big way. We try to keep your marketing funnel as full as possible and assist you in help making that happen by investing in your practice. We've got incredible building tools, personal perks, and even cash rewards available to you. Recently, I had a producer qualify for the $1 million level within his first 6 months with us, and we did 3 workshops for him. And that's going to keep his funnel pretty full for the remainder of the year and allow him to reinvest in his practice along with what we'll do to do that. And so it's a great way to get started with us and dip your toe here in the water at IAMS. If you have any questions with regard to that, please give your annuity sales director, myself, Matt Sabala, or anyone else, maybe a life sales director that you're familiar with here at IAMS, and we can go through this with you. I think I forgot to tell you my name. I'm Matt Sabala. I forgot that at the start of the webinar. Way to go, Matt. All right, IAMS Business Builders. This is something that not everybody is familiar with, but we need to do a better job talking about. When you refer somebody here at IAMS, we want to pay you for that referral. Just like you guys out there in the field, our best clients are referrals. So not only are we going to cut you a $50 check when you refer somebody, but we're going to give you a percentage of the business that they write. So if you have thoughts about starting an agency or a downline and you don't want to go through the headache of that, or you just know somebody that you want to refer because you've had a good experience here at IAMS, it can be very lucrative for you over time. Our founders and our ownership here, Charles Hearing, Steve Murray, Chris Conroy, and Curtis Hawks, they cut checks for thousands and thousands of dollars every quarter just because of these referrals. So it's a win-win for everybody there. Back office support. You guys know a lot of IMOs do this. I think we do it exceptionally well. I've been around the block. I've worked with the largest group in the country by far. I've worked with another group a lot of people who started all these different IMOs throughout the country kind of branched out and did that. So I've got some experience in the industry, and I will tell you, I was recruited for quite a while to come work here at IAMS. Our back office support is among the best in the industry. So we have about 10 people on our sales staff. That's it. All the business goes through those people. The rest of the people here at IAMS are devoted to back office support and creative strategies to help you bring in business and process it efficiently. So we have a great team of people who work behind the scenes to make sure that when you do write business with us or you need contracting help, that we help you out with that. Charles Hearing founded us 37 years ago to help advisors work smarter, not harder. Submission to business is handled on the annuity side by Amber Williams and her team. On the life side, it's handled by Michelle Kosoil and her team, they have great teams who work tirelessly to help you get commission quicker. We'll scrub your apps, submit them on your behalf, and do all the administrative tracking, so you get updates as needed. Guys, you know how the industry is moving more and more towards electronic submission. Firelight is where the industry is going, and it's a top-notch site streamlining the application process. Most of our carriers are on our e-app platform, so you can go there and submit your business. Some of them pay you more to submit via Firelight. Some of them don't allow you to process business at all without utilizing Firelight. So if you need help learning how to use this, or you need help getting registered, please contact your annuity or life sales director here at IAMS, and we will assist you in doing that. You can also just go on our website and click on eApp Solutions and register that way. We just need to hit a button behind the scenes here, and you'll be good to go. Utilizing Firelight also speeds up the business processing substantially. Not only will it check for errors as you're going through it, we're still going to scrub it once you submit it, but it'll help you streamline that process and get paid quicker. As I mentioned previously, this is a single sign-in on IAMS.com, as we have integrated our business with Firelight, so you have the most effective and efficient way to submit business. So we have a huge team of creative marketing solutions and experts working behind the scenes that are specifically working in the advisor space. So when it comes to business cards, websites, social media optimization, seminars, dinner events, movie theater events, radio, TV, we do it all. And our team of people that we have helping us do this are not the guy down the street who may be really good at setting up a website. They're that, but they're also going to understand your language. That is a big bonus. If you are requiring, or if you're hiring outside help and they haven't really worked in the advisor space, there's definitely a learning curve there. But our team is there to assist you in name recognition, online presence, which is going to help you grow your natural market organically. What everybody's looking for right now, of course, are digital marketing solutions. So lead generation, preset appointments. We can help you with all that and make sure you're accessible and represented in your marketing lanes online, to have that identifiable presence that'll be beneficial to growing your business. Reach out to me, Matt Sabala, or one of our other sales directors when this call is over to talk about how you can access our creative team. We'd like to take a couple of minutes to schedule a comprehensive marketing analysis for you so we can put a custom plan for you in place. We just want to help you get in front of more clients and have more darts throughout the board. Our website is a great one-stop shop for a lot of our different tools that our advisors are using. Once you're contracted, you'll have full access, you see on this slide, and everything here and more. If you haven't registered for a website, it's real simple to do. In the top right, you just click register. It'll send you a verification for your email. And then again, we just have to hit a button behind the scenes. We'll walk you through the website and show you the critical tools that you'll have access to, and we'd love to see you all on there. A lot of great tools are available, including illustration tools, online forms, product grids, product news, industry updates, and more. There's also, it's hard to see on this slide, but under support, we have hundreds and hundreds of sales documents, things you can put on social media or even use as direct mailers, that can be customized to your practice very easily. We usually don't charge for that either, just kind of depending on the work. It's just kind of some canned stuff that you guys could take advantage of in your practice to use in your marketing efforts. And huge sales resource library there that a lot of people have tapped into to increase their footprint. IAMS Wealth Management. Over the past 4 to 5 years, this has been a fast growing area of our business. So back in 2018, many of you will remember there was a fiduciary ruling that made it a big concern for insurance advisors that they may need to get their 65 and be considered a fiduciary in order to continue to write business. Well, we try to be proactive about it. We started IMS Wealth Management as a resource to people who would need that. But since that didn't come into effect yet, it's kind of still on the table if you're following the news. Um, what we try and do is be a resource to people who need IMS Wealth. As you might run into that client that wants to leave their money in a growth bucket and you may not have your 65. Well, you can flip that client to us and we'll assist in making sure that you don't lose that client and you can keep them close. We'll even join you on a call digitally if you'd like. But we will also flip that client back to you if you earn your 65, and you can earn on that business at that point. We'll help you get your 65. There have been about 80, I think it's like 83 advisors now, 84, who have done that recently. Really good tool to here, and it's been a major growth sector of our business. And I would say most advisors that do have this as one of the tools on their belt are closing more business and keeping those relationships close because of IMS Wealth Management. We are big into training. So I said I've been around the block. I've seen a lot of different training events. Our academy, I would say, is unparalleled in the industry from what I've seen, and I've seen quite a bit of it. It's 2 to 3 days of sharing best practices from other top advisors like yourselves, and just a good time to get some face-to-face with some really good strategies and a comprehensive look at what IMS can offer. I would highly recommend that if you can qualify for one of these events, you do so. It's real easy to apply for them on our website. If you'd like more information about this, give me a holler, but these are all expense paid. We'll fly you in. We'll put you up in a nice hotel, and it's a great opportunity to learn about some new things that you can add to your practice. It's not annuities and life 101. This is high-level stuff. We'd love to see you there. Without exception, our advisors that we have out to these academies write more business. It's been a very, very good thing. We're big on the trips. We are getting ready to close out qualification for this one here in April of next year, but there's still time to meet the $4.5 million mark that you need to be included on this. We'll do another one after this, I'm sure, but we also do some great trips with our carrier partners that a lot of people are taking advantage of. But basically, this is a real fun time. We found that when we started doing these about 17 years ago, that our group of people that qualify for them, make sure they're qualifying for them in subsequent years, because they like the camaraderie. They like the opportunity to, again, just share some best practices and ideas with other top producers. And it's grown into kind of a cool group of people who are really at the top of their game and have stayed there and continue to grow. So not only is it just a great time, it's a great opportunity as well. It would not be a good presentation if we didn't ask you to like and subscribe us. So find us on LinkedIn and Facebook. Talk to us about how we can help you do the same for your clients. Facebook.com/IMSInc, LinkedIn.com. You see the language there. A little harder, just copy and paste it. But give us a like, and with that, I am going to turn this over to Whitney at American Equity. I've known Whitney for a while now. She is awesome. If you have any questions about what she is presenting, please feel free to reach out to me or your annuity sales director, and we will give you a hand. Whitney, I apologize. Before we do that, I'm going to just do 2 quick polls before I forget. We talked about a number of things, but first, would you be interested in a comprehensive marketing analysis with us here at IAMS? I'm going to give this about 30 seconds, and please participate in this poll. We'll make it short. We'll do one more, and then we'll hand it off to Whitney. All right, guys, about 10 more seconds on this, and then we'll do the second poll. No cost on this. Just a custom plan we'll put together and help you meet your goals. We kind of back into it based on what your goals are for the next 90 days to a year. All right, second poll. Would you like to be contracted with IAMS? We are independent, like I mentioned, and we expect the same of our advisors. If you try us out and you don't like us, we'll let you move your contracts, but we don't see that happen all that often. So if you like any of what I talked about, or you'd like more detail and you'd like to be contracted, please let me know and I will get that underway for you. All right, guys, about 5 more seconds here. Thank you. All right, and with that, I'm going to make Whitney the presenter, and thank you for joining us, Whitney. Let's listen to what you have to say.
Okay, thank you so much. And let me see if I can get this to work. Here we go. So welcome everyone. Happy Friday, and hopefully you survived one of the first weeks of August. I'm excited because football started last night. Granted, those two teams were not my favorite teams, or quarterback on one of them. I'm a Vikings fan, so anytime Rodgers is not playing, it makes me happy. So with that, I am Whitney Gramlich. I'm an internal sales consultant here at American Equity. I have been here for almost 10 years and about 9 years in this role. I've worked directly with Wade Eldridge, the regional for the territory that I cover, which has been IAMS from day one. And when he says that Amber and her team are there to scrub and make sure your policies go through, she does. She is a pit bull. And I mean, anytime I see her number pop up, I am scared to ignore it because she will find me somehow. Even though I am 2 hours away from Omaha here in Des Moines, I have a feeling she'll come and find me if I don't answer her calls to help her advisors out. So today I want to cover why our Income Shield has become so popular with our top advisors that do 15 to 20 million plus in income planning, and how they are using it to help clients prepare for the unknowns of retirement, to see if they'll have enough money that will last them through their retirement years, and also to help cover any unforeseen costs that may come up, if it's able to cover the rising inflation or healthcare costs. We have a way that our advisors are using our product to help with clients trying to hit every goal they want to achieve in retirement. So I'm going to go over that. But I also want to do a high overview if you have not looked at our Income Shield product. Our Income Shield is one of the best products out there. And actually, over the past year, we have made vast improvements to it to make it more competitive in the guaranteed income space. When I first started 10 years ago, our number one accumulation product, not accumulation, but for guaranteed income, was the Bonus Gold, the tried and true 16-year product with an income rider. Well, we finally put that product out to sunset, and the newest product with the highest guaranteed income is our Income Shield series. Now, if you're listening from the great state of California, it's a 9-year option, where everybody else except for New York has a 10-year option with many different features to help clients achieve all their goals that they're trying to do. So I want to do, like I said, a quick overview of why this product is so popular with our advisors and why they love it so much. It's simple. And it's basically, that was the answer. It is very simple and easy to understand. What you see is exactly what the product is. There's no hidden features. It is very simple for a client to look at the brochure and fully understand what that product is meant to do to help them have that guaranteed paycheck for the rest of their life. And one of the newest features that we did to beef it up, to get it more competitive out there, the first item that we did was we bumped the bonus. So when we first rolled out the Income Shield 10, it came with a 7% premium bonus. Well, we bumped it up last November to 10% to make it more competitive. And another feature that really makes this product stand out is it is fully flexible, which I'll go over in just a bit. But being a simple product, flexible, low minimum to start with a great bonus is one of the many features that we are seeing either brand new advisors write us for the first time, or we are winning back advisors, as I call fallen angels, that used to be $1 million plus advisors that stopped writing us when we weren't competitive, are now coming back home to us. And our business is actually up over 300% with this product and our other accumulation products. So I just want to give a big thank you to IAMS for promoting this product, along to any advisor listening that has written this product. But if you haven't, listen in, and I'm going to give you ideas about why and how to use this product. So we beefed up the bonus. Another item that we did was we increased the roll up. So now our no fee rider is 4%. And then our fee riders, we bumped up to 7% and 8.25%. And the best part, then we also increased the payout factors to make it even more competitive. We even bumped up the joint payouts, so we're not at the bottom anymore for that. That was one of the features that we kept hearing a lot from our advisors is we're not that competitive in the joint income space. So we beefed it up, we listened to you, and now we are. And we're seeing a lot more advisors writing this. So to go over it, it has that 10% partial free withdrawal, a lot of different strategies to choose from. It's a 10-year surrender schedule, but the nice feature is flexible premium, like I mentioned. This product, your client can add additional funds for the length of the contract. There is no limit on how many years they can do it for. But one thing to keep in mind is they only get that premium bonus within the first year. And one nice feature that American Equity does is send out letters to clients halfway through their first year, sending them a letter that says, hey, you still have time to get another 10% bonus if you add additional funds before your contract anniversary. And on the letter, there's at the bottom of it, it's like a coupon that your client can just cut, write a check, or request a transfer, put that on there, and we will add it, and they'll get another 10% bonus, and you will get another first year commissions. And we still pay if they add additional funds after year one. It won't be first year commissions, but we still pay you a certain amount for that. So we do see a lot of clients that are set up for monthly deposits into their account. It may be $100, it may be a couple grand, just to keep funding that policy. And one feature that I really want to promote that a lot of you may not know is when at the bottom of the screen it says max premium. Don't take that for granted. Reason, we have actually been able to approve if the client is under age 70 and all the financials are in good order, we can approve up to 7.5 million. And you heard me correctly, 7.5 million. So we're not gonna cut your commissions or anything. So we now have over the amount that we can go, and also for the 70 to 74, I believe the amount we can go up to is either 2 million or 2.5. And then up to age 80, the last bracket, I believe they can go up to either 1 million or 1.5. So we do have a potential business form, and there's also some questions that if you're going to go over the max premium amount, I do need some information on, so then I can get that approved for you. And yes, we are seeing advisors go over that max premium amount. And this is the first time in my 10 years here in the sales department that I have seen our max go over what we publish. So we don't publish it because it could change, but as of right now, we're still accepting up to 7.5 million for under age 70. So just keep that in mind. And the other feature that everybody loves, like I mentioned, was the low initial premium of 5,000 to start. And we're one of the few that has that low minimum to start. Others start at 10 to 20, even higher. So this is a nice feature during tax time if you have someone that wants to start a policy. And also, don't forget, we can do partial Roth conversions as well if you have clients that are still kind of worried about how much taxes are going to be in retirement. But before I get going, don't forget also we have built-in riders for clients that are under age 75 at the time that the policy is issued. And that is what we call our rate integrity and enhanced benefit rider. The enhanced benefit rider is built in of a nursing care rider and a terminal illness rider. So those are free of charge if the client meets the qualifications where they can take out up to 100% penalty free if they are confined to a nursing care facility for 90 consecutive days, or they get a diagnosis of a terminal illness within the first year. So that is another nice option that we offer with our products at American Equity. But the main reason I want to talk to you is about laddering this product to help with another way of doing increasing income for your client and to help them hit all their goals in retirement, and also possibly to offset any rising costs in healthcare or just everyday goods. Like right now, gas has totally spiked. And this can also help with that. And with winter, the heating costs, they're saying, could go up even higher. So laddering can help your client in so many different ways. And now I'm going to go over why and what I am seeing from some of our top advisors. And I'm seeing actually a lot of our advisors, regardless if they're laddering or not, using options 2 through 5. I'm not seeing a lot using that no fee rider option unless they have a client that can't wait that one full year for roll up and they need income right away. We offer the no fee rider where the client can turn on income 30 days after the policy's been issued to get a guaranteed paycheck for life. So just remember that. But one of my advisors that I'm currently working with to make sure that his policies go through and get issued, he is actually doing the laddering strategy, and he is doing it for $1 million. And he has 10, or not 10, I have fuzzy math apparently, 5 applications of 200,000 each. And actually, yeah, 5 policies, and he is doing it differently than what I would normally think. I would think that he would just pick one of the income riders, but he likes to give clients the flexibility to have even higher income. And then also, if they have a history of any illness that may cause them not to be able to do 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, he's also throwing in the well-being rider. So he's starting off with the first policy with our 8 1/4. The second policy is our 7%. And then he's doing the 7% with well-being and an 8.25% with well-being. And the final one is just another 7%. The real reason that he's doing 2 well-being rider options in this laddering strategy is he knows that the client is going to elect joint payout. And just one thing to keep in mind is when at the point of sale is when you tell us which option the client wants. And when they're ready to turn on income, that is when they tell us if they want single payout or joint payout. So that's sometimes a different feature than some of our competitors that you have to elect if it's single or joint at the time that the policy gets issued. Not here at American Equity. We just want to know what option you want. And even after the policy has been issued, we can run in-force illustrations so the client can see what that guaranteed paycheck is going to be. But the feature why he's using 2 well-being rider options, one of the clients knows that in his family line, he's had a lot of family members that have had Alzheimer's and other issues. So he knows that that could be his future. He wants to be prepared in case he can't perform 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, and they have that extra well-being option that will beef up their income for up to 5 years. And I just learned this being here for so long. I did not realize that if your client has more than 1 policy and they can't do 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, and both policies have the well-being rider, they can turn on both well-being riders at the same time. So that is a nice feature because that helps with taking care of a spouse that is ill, or if they have a family member that's taking time out of their regular daily life of their regular job, they can use that money to help that family member while they're taking care of them. And it's a one-time use only item. So another reason he also uses it is they'll turn the first well-being rider on when they need it, and they'll see how that goes. And then if they don't need the other one, they'll have that there just in case they need it for either the other spouse or the owner needs it again later on. They have that option. Since the well-being option is a one-time use only item, you can't turn it on or off. So it's a nice feature that they are doing. But this is the first time that I've seen somebody do 7%, 8.25%, 8.25% with the well-being, 7% with the well-being, and then another 7%. Normally it's just 1, but this way they can really maximize the growth and turn it on at different levels to help them with inflation or to help pay for different items. So it's like having increasing income because they have those policies right there for them. And I want to present to you the breakdown of the payment options, the payout options, I should say, or the payout percentages. But now you're asking yourself, does this mean if I do the laddering, do I have to fill out so many different applications? Well, right now, yes, but you do have Firelight, which is attached to our Ready app system, which is the best way where you can you can fill out ahead of time the applications to get them ready. So when the client comes in, all they have to do is initial and sign, and it's done. But good news, American Equity is finally going to be in the 21st century for technology. When I started, I came over from, it was Ameris Aviva Athene while I was there during my tenure, and technology was a thing over there. When I came over to American Equity, Dave Noble, our founder, God rest his soul, believed the internet was a fad and not here to stay. Well, we really didn't invest in technology until now. And if you needed your book of business, I would have to manually run it and put it on a spreadsheet. That is how old school we were when I started. Advanced 10 years later, we are getting a brand new platform for new business and suitability to make it even easier for you to do business with us, which is going to help you with the laddering phase of helping clients achieve their lifetime income goals. And it's actually for suitability, it's going to cut down on the amount of manual reviews, which is outstanding because that is our biggest hangup right now. With the amount of business coming in, we have to manually go through to make sure that the policy is in the policy numbers for on the suitability pages are lined up correctly. Everything looks good. Well, when we get the new paperwork in with this new system and they add in, it will give them a yes or a no. And all they have to do is send it back to new business and it's good to go. So if you use electronic applications like Firelight or our Ready app, it's even smoother now. So if you're still doing paper apps, that's fine. We're not going to tell you you can't, but look at using Firelight or Ready app. We have a video out there that walks you step by step through. It is super easy. I'm not tech savvy, but it's super easy. Even I know how to work it and run it. And it cuts down on the amount of not in good orders. Also, we're running into a lot on the paper apps where they didn't realize we had a new disclosure. So we have to go back out to them and you're going to have to go back out to your client to get it re-signed, redated. Well, using the electronic system is going to cut down on that. So really look into just trying it out for your first app if you haven't. But another thing, another reason why the laddering is so important and why we are seeing it is we've been working with some of our advisors, not always our top advisors. We're looking at the average Joe and we're trying to figure out what is the best way to help you educate the client to figure out, okay, what is their overall goal? What are they trying to achieve in retirement? And we've come up with some great marketing materials that can help you with that. So if you have not been out on our agent website or our agent resource page, please do so. We have some great pieces, and some of them are the retirement unknowns, which I know a lot of carriers are pushing right now, just to get that ingrained into you and your clients' minds of, okay, I have this amount of money. Will it cover all the items that I need? And also if there's any unforeseen events that happen. Like in my life right now, I had a fire at my house last November and I'm still technically homeless, still waiting for the insurance to try and do something. So that's an unforeseen event. Will your client have money once their living expense of their homeowners be able to live on their own, or are they going to have to move in with a family member? That's something that people need to remember. Also in this day and age, we got to ask the clients, are you taking care of any other family members? A lot of the baby boomers are actually taking care of their grandkids or their great grandkids or their nieces, nephews, or just a non-family member. So that's another expense that we need to start asking clients. Are you taking care of anyone? I'm a child of what they call the sandwich generation. Growing up, my parents got divorced when I was 5. So my mom and I moved in with her mom. And later on in life, my mom was trying to raise me, also trying to take care of her elderly mother. Well, talking to my mom about the sandwich generation brought a lot of emotions because my mom was part of the sandwich generation too. When she was growing up, living on a farm in Iowa, she was sharing her bedroom with her grandmother. So my grandparents and my uncles and my mom were also taking care of my grandmother, or my great grandmother, I should say. So there's a lot of retirement unknowns that we need to start asking clients so we get them better prepared out there. And here's another great marketing piece that we have is identifying retirement income gaps. This really puts into perspective, okay, your annuity premium amount's $100,000. This could get you a lifetime payout of $966, but also take into consideration inflation. As we all know, from 2000 up until now, the same 100,000 is not going to be the same amount that gets paid out then as it is now. So you need to ask your client, are you wanting to know what your payout would be now for the 100,000, or what it could be later on if we factor in inflation, which I'm going to show you that we finally advanced on our illustration software to have that option now available to show clients. But the identifying retirement income gaps is great because it puts into perspective how much is their gross annual income, their monthly expenses, what are they getting from pensions, Social Security, and then just asking some other questions as well. And this is our newest piece, the retirement income worksheet, that you can calculate inflation. So it's the same as what you just saw. What are their wishes? What are their must-haves? What are items that would be nice to have? And you can put that all into perspective, and then you can show them by multiplying different inflation rates over the length of their retirement of how much it would stretch the dollar. So this is a nice piece that is available. If you call into our marketing sales team, they'll be able to send it to you. We do have it out there that you can download, or if you want the paper copy, we can get that out to you as well. But just a quick overview, 10% on the Income Shield, multiple different income riders, no fee income, very flexible. A lot of our advisors seem to forget we have flexible income, and added flexibility and liquidity is always there. But now I want to show you how you can illustrate all of this for your clients to show them how you have a plan in place for them with our new illustration software that we've updated. If you're still using Pivot, that's great, but look at the other illustration software. If you were running an asset shield, you can run it for income, and I actually like this one better than Pivot. You can actually do a lot more. You can show them what the contract value could do, or you can take that off and just show them the guaranteed income. So right now we have added 4 advisors to actually be able to solve for premium now, which is a great thing, because we have been receiving a lot of calls going, well, my client would like to get $5,000 a month. What do I need? What do they need? So I know that they will get that $5,000 a month for the rest of their lives. How much do they need to put in? Well, we can do that now for them. So under the premium tab, all you have to do is check solve for premium. It's going to gray out the amount side, and all you have to do is check it. You don't have to fill out anything more until you get to the income side. And on the income side, this is where down at the bottom, solve for premium. What is their desired annual payment that they want? Unfortunately, for right now, you can only do annual payouts on this one. We are currently updating it, so you'll be able to show monthly or quarterly. So just a heads up on that. And then you can also do the rate of inflation. So this is a nice feature that we finally have rolled out for all advisors that have been asking for it. So that is there. And if you do use this illustration software and you get to the illustration tab, it will show you, do you want the income calculator? And do you also want the performance graphs of the guaranteed and non-guaranteed side? If you just want to show that income, uncheck everything else below it, because then it's only going to give you a PDF of just the income calculator. And I really like it because the pages look so professional and so much nicer than what they were before. It's going to give you a breakdown of when you've elected to turn on income. It's going to give you a yearly and monthly breakdown amount. So you'll have that available for you. And then it will also tell you if you have the well-being rider on it, it will also give you that. So we are finally advancing in technology to make it so much easier to do business with us. And I do want to let people know, yes, we are behind on processing, but we are trying to catch up. We've hired 20 new people for our service and new business department. Our new business department is still working tons of overtime. I was coming back from a friend's house last night around 8 o'clock, and I live right down the street from our office. At 8 o'clock last night, there were still about 20 cars in the parking lot of people working. They are also giving up weekends with their families in the summer to try and process the amount of business, the volumes that we are getting. So please be patient with us. We are trying to work as hard as we can and as fast as we can, but always reach out to your dedicated team, either at IMES or here at American Equity. You have a team of 4 here that can go to bat for you if suitability gives you pushback or you don't understand what new business is needing. We're pretty much the liaison between you and all the other departments. So I work directly with the regional VP, Wade Eldridge. And if I need help, then I can contact my right hand, Bonnie Delp. She's amazing. Just don't get her started on football because she knows a lot of facts and will school you, because she schooled me a bunch of times. And we have a great team that is always here for you. And we have a great loyalty rewards program. Just like what IMES has, the more production you do, the more we give back to you with the amount of loyalty rewards dollars that you can put back into your business or use it for whatever you would like. So we pay that out every other month. And we also have a fall conference that we do. The current one here next month will be in Switzerland. So we're trying to finish up all the registrations, but I can give you a sneak peek as to where the 2024 fall conference is, and that's going to be in Madrid, Spain. Now, I don't know the qualifications yet, so we'll get that out as soon as possible. But if you don't qualify for it, I'm sending you to Madrid, Iowa, which is spelled the same way. And it's a real hot spot here with 1 bar, 1 bowling alley, and a bakery. So you can either go to Madrid, Spain, or Madrid, Iowa. It's your choice. So with that, I want to turn it back over to Matt and see if there's any questions.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Whitney. There is a question. James asked, does the 59.5 limit apply to free withdrawals with the Income Shield? And are they after the first year?
Are you meaning like for the 72 Ts, or if somebody wants to take it before they're 59.5? I'll have to double check on that, and I can always get back to you.
Okay. I'll let them know when you do get back to me. And you've got my email, Whitney. Some of those marketing materials did look pretty useful. If you shoot them over to me, I will get them out to the group.
Perfect.
Awesome. One more poll, guys. Let me change it back to me. Let's see. Okay, one more quick poll. as you guys can see, American Equity offers some great products. The Income Shield, we have a tool here called Rate Watch that you guys will have access to if you've contracted with us and you're on the website. It is really the leading product for guaranteed income in, I'd say, 75% of the scenarios we run. It's pretty crazy. If you'd like contracting with American Equity to be able to tap into that product and their other product line, please let me know. So the last poll is, would you like contracting information for American Equity? So please take a moment to vote for that. Like I said, if you're not offering American Equity for your income needs, especially, then you are probably being outcompeted in some scenarios. I'll just give that about 5 more seconds here. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I feel like that went really, really well, and good information as always from Whitney and the American Equity team. If you have any other questions, please reach out to myself. And I think it's really cool that Whitney includes her contact information there. Most carriers do not do that. So looks like she is open to taking a call from you all. And if you guys have any other questions, please reach out to me or Whitney, and we will get you taken care of right away. Thank you all. Have a great day.